Hey, good morning. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. I'm going to keep this brief, keep this brief, keep this brief. For those of you that have been following me, you know that my wife is in the hospital. She's got to do some surgery tonight. She is doing okay. She's got a few little things going on with her heart, and they're going to go in and fix it. Thank God. Thank God for smart doctors and people that know how to do that. So I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna run over. Visiting hours are starting here. They don't let us extra people in the hospital until about 10 o'clock. So the cool thing about it is the hospital is right down the street. So I'm going to jump on here real quick. One, just sending out huge prayers for my wife. If you'd like to pray, pray for her, that we put a hedge of protection around her, that the doctors be confident in everything that they do, and that she's going to come out on the other end absolutely fine. I'll definitely give you everybody an update later. So quickly, who is the blessing in your life? What is, and one of my favorite books that I've read, and I recommend you do it as well. It's called The One Thing. And as we go through life, whew, get emotional here. As we go through life, there's one thing that usually happens in your life that's going to change the trajectory or the direction that you go. And you never know what that one thing is. A lot of that one thing is a decision that you make to move from one area of your life to another. Maybe it's this, the decision like Ray was talking about this morning in Rank Makers is making the decision to do something in spite of fear, right? You move forward in fear, which is courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is doing something in spite of fear. It's moving forward. And when we find out what happens on the other end, a lot of times the monster that we created in our head isn't as big as what we thought it was. We can easily take a molehill, an anthill, and turn it into a freaking Rocky Mountain range sometimes because we have a tendency to like do all this stuff based on beliefs and fears and things that we have in our past. So I challenge you this today to do two things. One, if you know that there's someone in your life that's a blessing, and this is something I do with my wife all the time. One, we never leave the house without saying, and I don't care if we're just running down the street to get a soda. It's kiss, goodbye, I'll see you later when you get back. Right? Every time we do that, it's a habit of just keeping in touch and keeping communications with her. She was more concerned about our dog this morning. He's got something funky going on in his eye. He's got something in his eye or something. So we got to get him over to the vet. So she's talking about, she's going to call the vet. She's in the hospital worried about our dog, right? Because he's got some issues with his eye. He's going to be fine. And it's just so funny to see the how she is. She was afraid yesterday because she's like going through all this stuff. So we had to talk her off the ledge and say, hey, babe, we got to get you in and get your heart fixed because we definitely don't want you like just checking out. You know, I want her around for a while longer, right? She's my blessing. And without having her in my life, I don't think I'd be where I am today. I know I wouldn't be where I'm at right now today with the opportunity to be a coach, with the opportunity where my business is at, where everything is at. If it wouldn't have been for her sitting at it, going to an event with me in Orlando, Florida, looking at me saying, "Hey, we're doing this coaching thing, right?" And she said, "We." She didn't say you. She said, "We're doing this coaching thing, right?" And she's been by my side. She's been my running buddy the entire time. So I challenge you to find your blessing in your life and embrace them and love on them and let them know you appreciate them with every single bone in your body. Let them know. Don't let them off the hook. Don't go to bed angry. Forgive them for crazy little stuff. And one thing that I learned about our relationship is learn to fall in love with the stuff that irritates you about your spouse. Man, oh man, that's a powerful freaking relationship tool right there. If you can look at the stuff that gets on your nerves about your spouse and you can fall in love with that, then you can see it coming. It sort of gets funny. It's almost comical because you know it's coming and you learn to fall in love with that and you learn to appreciate that. And after a while, just nothing gets on your nerves. It's just nothing will be irritating. And if you do get a little fussy at each other, it's not a big deal. You get over it like in 2 seconds, right? So it's little things like that are going to help your relationship grow. So find the blessing in your life and love on them. Let them know you appreciate them and learn how to fall in love with the stuff that irritates you. If you have kids that just like constantly fall in love with that, because you know kids that are all over the place. I know me, I was like all over the place when I was a kid. I guess today I would be diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. Who cares, right? Don't need a label. We just need to love on each other and move forward as practice. So my recommendation is one, love on your blessings, let them know that you appreciate them, and go out and get the book, The One Thing, and read it. it will definitely change your life and how you move forward, and move forward in fear. Take action. Be committed to whatever it is you're doing. When I guarantee you, you're going to find out on the other side that it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be. So I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing to do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator. I hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.